MakeMoneyPicks.com, September 22nd, Thursday. A little disappointing last week, going 50%. Hopefully we rebound this week and get back on track. Games I like this week: college, a little bit difficult. I think the numbers are right where they should be as far as the spreads are concerned. I think it's going to be a tough week. But there's a couple games that I like. First game is Rutgers -4 at home. Having a week off, I think they play well against Ohio. Ohio a little bit overrated. People are on them. I think Marshall ran the ball really well against them, even though they got blown out. I think Rutgers plays well at home after a week off. I think Cal is the play on this one. Cal versus Washington. They don't play well against Washington typically. They got blown out the last 2 times at Washington. I think they have a grudge against them. I think Cal plays very well. Getting one in this spot, I think they're a better team than Washington right now. And I think they can pull somewhat of an upset, even though they are a higher ranked team. So I think Cal's the play on that spot. And San Jose State versus New Mexico State. I know it's a weird game to play, but I think San Jose State is the play in this one. They typically play well against New Mexico State, and they're both bad teams, but for some reason an 0-3 San Jose State team is giving 10 points at home. I think that's a sign. I think San Jose State is the play on that one. For NFL, the Vikings in this spot, I like them to win outright against the Lions. If they want to salvage their season and McNabb wants anything to do with a good, I guess, notion of himself, he's got to play well. And in this spot, I think that's the play at home. They got to get back on track, and against the division rival, you got to play well. And Lions are getting a lot of love right now, so I think the Vikings are the play at this spot at +4. And the Saints, in playing against the Texans team that hasn't really proven themselves. They played a couple banged-up teams. So 2 games on the road for the Texans. I think the Saints are at home at this spot is the play to go. -4 at home. I think they handle the Texans pretty well. And then the game that I think is going to be quite a shocker is going to be the Colts versus the Steelers. I think the Colts play well at home. Kerry Collins bounces back a little bit. I know you say, hey, they're playing the Steelers defense and there's no way that they can play well. Look how bad they've played against the last 2 teams. But I think the Colts actually show up in this one. I think they keep it to a field goal, and I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. The Steelers not very good as a road favorite of 10 points or more. They're 0-4, and they just typically don't play well, or they don't cover the spread very well as road chalk. So I think getting 10.5 points, the Colts are the way to go. Fantasy note: Turner showed up last week, had a good fantasy, and this week I think Hakeem Nicks is the way to go. You know, they have banged up receivers, and he's the one starting. I think Eli Manning's hopefully going to get out of his slump right now and give, if you want to win, you got to give Nicks the ball, and I think that's the play to go. So Hakeem Nicks has a big game against the Eagles this week. So good luck this week, and hopefully we bounce back. Thanks.